Well, hey, you, it's Mayoral with STL TV, and everybody always has something to say, and I'm about to find out what your opinion is. So you're going to catch me with St. Louis as I take it to the streets.
Yeah, I do feel like that's even more important because it affects us more locally here than the actual presidential race.
I believe voting for the mayor is just as important as voting for the president.
Because representation matters. Whether we're talking about on the local level, or we're talking about on the county level, on the state level, or the federal level, all of that representation matters. And so if we have the people who have chosen, the people feel like they actually represent the interests and they want to work for towards the needs of the people in the community, then that impacts us in multiple ways. You know, those monies, those funds come from the federal government. They get sent down to the state level. The state level then sends it down to the city and the county level, which then disperses it out to the different municipalities and the different wards. So it's really important that we have people who speak to the needs of our community who need it the most.
The most important races is the local races. Okay, if we're going to change the laws, we got to change the lawmakers, and they got to be people who are hearing what the community is talking about. The people in the White House in D.C. can't hear what we're talking about in St. Louis. They don't know what affects us the most. You don't know how intentional dilapidation have affected North St. Louis City, how we got to pull our troops in and get them to lift up. So, I mean, we could talk about the mayoral race, we talk about the aldermen, we talk about council seats, we talk about judges, we talking about all of that, right? And we got to make sure we got the right people in place to make sure that the people get what they need.
Well, I think it's really important because there's no way that we're going to change everything in our community if we don't get out and vote. So even the small local elections are just as important as the presidential election, because we'll never be able to change anything if they don't know what the people are thinking and what we're all about and why we want to change. It's going to stay the same. So we have to get out and vote. Everybody has to get out and vote. It's super important.
Well, as you can see, the mayoral as well as the presidential election are equally just as important. Make sure you also connect with us on all things social media. That was Taking It to the Streets with Megan O, only on STL TV.